The X-Man Bell V2 is one of the most anticipated Pyraminx releases in a long time. It costs $15 on Qiyi, which is $5 more expensive than the V1, though the difference is less on other stores. You can adjust the magnet strength in the tips and the main turns. For the tips, you just add the extra magnets if you want them to be stronger. The strongest tip magnet setting is about the same as the tip strength of the V1, and that is the setting I have it on. The main magnet adjustment system uses a tool to change a dial that points at whatever strength the magnet is at. The magnet gets closer or further away to the other magnet, depending on how strong the setting is. This is a really good system, as it is very clear what setting the magnet is on, and it is very easy to use. However, the strongest magnet setting is not nearly as strong as the original Bell Pyraminx. If you have a magnet adjustment system, surely you can just put in a really strong setting, because not everyone has to use it. The strongest setting is a bit weaker than the Qiyi Pyraminx, which is already a bit too weak. For me, that is. For most people, the magnet strength won't be a problem, as most people like weaker magnets. However, if you like the strength of the Bell V1 magnets, you will be disappointed. This Pyraminx is a bit quieter than most, and a lot less clicky. It has a lower pitch when turning than most Pyraminxes do. The corner cutting is just as good as the Bell V1, and really just as good as most Pyraminxes, with very good reverse cutting and pretty bad forward cutting. This Pyraminx is quite a bit lighter than the original Bell Pyraminx, which brings it more in line with the standard Pyraminx weight. The feel of the Bell V2 is really more similar to the Qiyi Pyraminx, or even the Qiyi Pyraminx, than it is to the Bell V1. It has that same fluidity of movement that those Pyraminxes have, where every move kind of slides into the next. The tips are where this Pyraminx begins to fall down for me. I have tried all the magnet strengths and different lubricants, and I just can't get them to be good. I find myself accidentally moving tips a lot more than on the Bell V1, and moving the back tip is much harder to do properly. Overall, I am disappointed by this Pyraminx. It is the first one to have really exciting features, and it is great to see Qiyi trying something different with Pyraminx, but I just cannot get good times with it, even after getting used to the turning style by doing over 1,000 solves. However, that does not mean you should not get it. The community reaction to this Pyraminx has been great, with most people saying that it is certainly the best Pyraminx on the market. I think most Pyraminxes fit into two categories, either being similar to the Qiyi Pyraminx or being similar to the X-Man Bell V1. The Qiyi MS is closer to a Qiyi, whereas the Mr. M Pyraminx is closer to an X-Man Bell. You would think the Bell V2 would be in the same category as the V1, but I don't think it is. So, if you like the Qiyi Pyraminx, or similar light magnet very fluid Pyraminxes, the Bell V2 is a really good, possibly the best option for you. However, if you prefer the Bell V1 or Mr. M Pyraminx with stronger magnets and more pronounced moves, the Bell V2 will probably not be a great option for you. I think this cube is really good for the Pyraminx market, as it brings in some new features and will hopefully convince other companies to make better Pyraminxes. I am just surprised they put it as a version 2 to a very different puzzle.